All right, Mac, one order of business left here. That is going to be our player prop best bet for the Wednesday night card here. And we'll go over to that game between the Atlanta Hawks. They are visiting the Golden State Warriors in the Bay Area. Right now, as it stands, the spread in this game is sitting at 8.5 in favor of the Warriors, with the highest total on the board right now at 239.5. So books are expecting points in this game. We're expecting points from a particular player on the Atlanta Hawks side, and that is going to be Mr. Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks to go over 17.5 points here for this Atlanta Hawks team. So first to start with Jalen Johnson, obviously having a breakout year. I believe right now he is if I'm not mistaken, the clubhouse leader for most improved player of the year thus far this early in the season here. And let me just double check that here real quick. I'm sorry, he's the second favorite. So Jalen Williams of the Oklahoma City Thunder 5-1, Jalen Johnson plus 550 currently over on DraftKings. But let's take a look at his numbers thus far this season. So on the season, he's averaging 19.4 points per game, 9.9 rebounds, so almost averaging a double-double on the season. The Atlanta Hawks, they've been dealing with injuries on their front court, I should say. But the one consistent player outside of Trae Young maybe has been Jalen Johnson. And particularly in the month of November here, Mac, he's averaging 36 minutes per game, averaging 20.8 points per game. And he's gone over this projection in 9 straight games for the Atlanta Hawks. And in 7 of those 9 games, he scored 20 plus points for the Atlanta Hawks. He's getting the shot attempts there as well, averaging 16 shot attempts per game, shooting it close to 51%, 35% from the 3-point line as well. And he also does a great job of rebounding the basketball, where he's, like I mentioned, on the season averaging 9.9 rebounds and also 9.3 rebounds in the month of November. And I think this is a guy that, again, is going to be a core piece for this Atlanta Hawks team going forward. But I like what I've seen from him. And usually when I'm betting on points props to go over, number one, I want to make sure that I'm getting the minutes from this guy. He's getting the shot attempts as well. And he's just been consistent right now for this Atlanta Hawks team. So in a game where we're seeing a total of 239.5, I think that Jalen Johnson will be doing his part, contributing for this Atlanta Hawks offense. Player prop best bet, Jalen Johnson over 17.5 points on Wednesday night against the Golden State Warriors here, Mac.
I like it. Jalen Johnson really filled in a role when DeAndre Hunter wasn't there. And I think the Hawks are young enough, not really young enough, but undeveloped enough team where we don't know it's like a 1-2 pecking order. We know it's Trae Young, and then it's whoever can help him. Well, DeAndre Hunter goes out in early October. Jalen Johnson takes over. Now I think, why is this number only 17.5 when you mentioned he goes over 8, 9 times in a row? Well, DeAndre Hunter's back, but he's coming off the bench. He's going to play more minutes than he would have if he was still hurt, but I don't think Jalen Johnson's role has been altered that much. In the one game they played together, they both missed each of the last 2 games. Jalen Johnson started, and he got 15 shots up. Same as always. In a game, the most competitive game where they actually had to win a cup game against the Wizards, that's when he was used the most. I think Quinn Snyder trusts him the most, even with DeAndre Hunter back in the lineup. So more of the same is our play here. 17.5, too low. We're getting over for Jalen Johnson.
Yep, love it. Hopefully he does get us to the window here for the Wednesday night card.